Senator Briggs. Thank you to everyone who came out today. People here in Cat County aren't just changing their party, they're changing their minds. They're changing their hearts and minds. We have a healthcare crisis in our country. We have a racial justice crisis in our country. We have an economic crisis in our country. And every day people are waking up and they're realizing who are the best people to represent us and steer us through these crises. As a woman, a mother, a public interest lawyer who has walked hand in hand with people in this community when they've struggled, and a person of deep faith, I raised my hand to run because I didn't want to look back on this moment and realize that I didn't do everything I possibly could to improve the lives of those in our community. We have such an incredible opportunity to make history here with this election, and we're on the brink. Our polls show us ahead and gaining momentum in the home stretch, and it's all because of each and every one of you. I'd be the first Democrat to represent this district in almost half a century, and as Senator Briggs said, the first woman ever. Such an honor to be here today with the Teamsters, the MEA, as the daughter of a Grand Rapids public school teacher, a former union steward, myself, and each and every one of you working so hard up and down and on the other side of the ballot to make change in our community. With that, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce Elizabeth Welch, my colleague, my friend, running for Michigan Supreme Court.
Hi everyone. I'm excited to be among my friends. This is fantastic. I know so many of you. So many of you are my dearest friends. We have been through the trenches together. I am here to talk about the nonpartisan section of the ballot, which people often forget about. You all don't. You're the choir. I'm preaching to you because I need you to go out and tell your friends and family about the top of the third branch of government. This is the third branch in our democracy. If you care about water, if you care about public schools, if you care about collective bargaining, if you care about pensions, if you care about voting rights, civil rights, criminal justice, all of those are wrapped up in the nonpartisan section of the ballot. A lot of us have gotten an example of that recently. You understand that. So, what I need you to do is tell your friends, Welch McCormick. I am running alongside our Chief Justice Gretchen McCormick. Many of you know her. She's fantastic. She is leading this state on really big, important issues. She's working beside the Lieutenant Governor on working on reforms in the court system. She is doing everything she can to make the courts more fair and make sure they are more accessible to everybody in our state. So, don't give the ballot back until you vote Welch McCormick or vote for Spice and Jam, whichever helps you remember. With that, I am going to turn it over to our governor, Governor Gretchen. I am so happy to be here with you, modeling my favorite jobs that I own. And I thought about RBG so many mornings, right? Especially the morning after we heard of her passing. And I was so depressed. About as depressed as I've been since the last presidential election. And I thought, you know what would RBG
my day. And you know what I figured she'd do? She would get on the floor and do some planks and then get to work, right? So that's what we are doing. We are 8 days out. We are 8 days out from what is one of the most important elections in our nation's history. Every election cycle, we say this is the most important election of our lifetime. And we're being honest when we say that. It's just that the stakes keep getting higher. Raise your hand if you have a personal stake in this election. Every single one of us does, including those women from Michigan, right? Every one of us has a stake in this election. And the question is this: do we want to have 4 more years of division, of incompetence, of sickness, of businesses closing, of jobs on the brink, of people in food lines who never thought they'd have to be in a food line? Or are we ready to make a change in this nation and elect leadership that has empathy and experience, that has integrity, and knows how to get things done? Because that's the choice that we have. 8 months ago, I earned the ire of the president when I observed that there was no national strategy on COVID-19. He got mad. But you know what he didn't do? Put together a plan. We are 9 months into this, and there is still not a national strategy on COVID. 225,000 Americans have died, and more are dying every day as this virus continues to ravage our nation. The nation that should be leading the world is lagging, and we are all paying a price for it. Whether you are a Trump voter or a Biden voter, we are all paying a price for the incompetence in Washington, D.C. right now. And that is why we got to elect a president who doesn't see states by color, but is going to be an American president for every American. There are high stakes in this election, but the good news is this: we are going to have a historic turnout. We are seeing people coming out to vote in numbers we've never seen before. But we have 8 days left to make sure that people know November 3rd isn't the only election day. Every day in Michigan is election day between now and November 3rd. People can go and vote right now at their clerk's offices. You can register to vote, cast your vote, and leave your ballot prior to November 3rd. And in the midst of a global pandemic, that's the smartest way to stay safe. So we got to make sure our friends and our relatives and our coworkers know how high the stakes are this election, and that they can safely vote right now. Let's get these votes in the bank. Let's redouble our efforts for the next 8 days, and let's wake up this year after Election Day feeling darn good about the result and giving each other a virtual hug. We may not have a vote today individually on the United States Supreme Court, but we all have control over where this election is headed. We can be sure to send Hillary Scholten to Congress. We can ensure Elizabeth Welch and Bridget McCormick get elected to the Supreme Court. Bill, we can make sure you come to the House so I got a partnership with the legislature. So, my friends, 8 days left. We have come this far. We cannot take our foot off the gas now. We cannot lull ourselves into thinking this historic turnout and the popularity of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is enough. We have work to do. Let's put our foot on the gas and let's get it done. Thank you, GR.
Let's hear it one more time for our governor